And we're back. Hello and welcome back to my channel. First of all, let me say happy new year. Welcome to 2021 and goodbye to 2020. We are now in the first week of the new year. And for today's video, I wanted to come on here and kind of share how I organize and reset every year when we enter a new year. I'm sure, like many of you, I had a pretty rough year. Right now with 2021, it doesn't seem like we'll be getting out of the house that soon yet. And working from home, I think, has become a norm for many of us. And I think there are definitely perks with working from home. But when you work from home, you are your own manager. You kind of have to schedule and manage your time efficiently and stay motivated, stay on top of everything. But if you are, I feel like when you're working from home, it gives you even more time frames to work on other things. For example, for myself, my channel. I've always wanted to do a little bit more on the creative end and never got the access and time to do it when I was working out of the office. So I'm really glad that I finally got myself to start my channel. And I guess sometimes even in the worst case scenarios, there are some blessings that do happen. Like I said, so for this video, we are going to go through some tips to stay motivated, organized, and reset for 2021. Before I start this video, just wanted to call out, if you haven't followed me on Instagram and TikTok, please do so. I would love to see you guys over there as well. And make sure to like, subscribe, and also hit the alert button for my upcoming videos. The very first tip I would say when you're working from home is make sure to set a good morning routine. I truly believe that how you start your day kind of moves on to for the rest of the day, and if you stay efficient and be in a good mood, that's why setting a morning routine for yourself, I think it's really important. For me, the first and foremost, it's a very simple task: making my bed. I always make sure I make my bed because I feel like that kind of clicks off in my brain that, hey, you're getting up, your day is starting, you get up, get ready. I think it also adds to, at the end of the day, when you go back into your bed and you kind of like, your bed is like, go back into your bedroom, your bed is nicely done and the room is clean and tidy. It kind of gives like a sense of reset as well. When the room is messy, it also kind of, at least for me, it kind of like gets my brain like messy too. And at the end of the day, after working all day and doing a bunch of other things, as well as taking care of anything in the house, I want to go into my bedroom and feel relaxed. And the last thing I want to do is try to clean up after myself. The next routine that I kind of adapted as during this pandemic, because now I'm working from home, I have the benefit of a little bit more time in the morning to do a little bit more for myself. Lately, I've been really into guasa, and I've started doing that. And every morning after, I've washed my face and brushed my teeth, I now do a little bit of guasa. It really helps depuff my face, and also at the same time kind of like wakes me up. It's like getting the blood circulation going and draining any toxins from my face and all that, and kind of like just wake myself up. You don't have to do this, but I feel like having a good skincare routine in the morning, like a little bit of self-love and self-care and just taking care of yourself, comes a long way. The next thing on my morning schedule is breakfast. That's always very important for me, and I do feel like when you eat and have your coffee and let the caffeine it kind of just boosts your day and gets you into the good mood. If you're not a coffee person, that is fine too, but I do believe eating in the morning, having that breakfast, is good for you. I think personally that is one of the most enjoyable meal of the day. Like that is, breakfast is the one meal that I always look forward to. And those who've worked with me, and if you're watching this, you know how much I eat in the morning. It's a big deal for me. And even when I worked in the office, I always make sure I go get myself a breakfast if I don't get to eat it at home. If you can't have a big breakfast, at least do something light, like oatmeal or maybe fruits or something. I think it always helps to not sit on an empty stomach until like lunchtime. And the very last morning routine or habit that I've come to enjoy ever since the quarantine and this pandemic is journaling. My husband, he likes to meditate in the morning and that works for him. I'm not really a meditation kind of person. I think my mind kind of just wanders too much, or maybe I haven't gotten to the level where I'm, you know, fully like in the meditation mode. But I've came to love journaling, and I feel like it's another form of meditation because when you're writing everything down, you're really just focusing on what you're writing. So your mind, it's so different from like when you're typing or something, like you're actually really focusing on what is being put down onto paper. There are many guided journals out there that can help you if you're starting new at this, which I used a semi-guided journal. I like the freedom of just writing what I want to write that day, but there's little prompts here and there throughout the little journal that I bought that I think kind of like gets me thinking and gets me going. I also use this playlist on Spotify called A Daily Shine. Every day it's like a 7 to 8 minute prompt. Sometimes it asks you to meditate. When they do that, I just do my journaling. But every day it gives you a little thought to kind of help promote, you know, positive thinking and remind you of what to self-reflect on, and also help guide you through your day. And it's free, so why not? Now that we've gone through the first tip, just setting a morning routine to hold yourself, you know, accountable and get yourself up with, you know, to get going. The second tip is making sure you have the right tools to plan out your day, your week, your month. I have my, I guess I would call my two little helpers. One is my weekly planner, which is the Muji one. It's in a very, very simple format, but it works for me because I can customize and put in notes to what I need. And it also have a monthly section, and then it goes into the weekly section, and each week on one side it kind of where you can put out what to do, and then on the other side is a blank notes page where you can scribble in any notes. And I love that setup just because it's so easy to go back and find notes. I just simply love this planner and this setup. But there are also other planners out there that are even more specific if that is what you prefer. I'll make sure to link a few options that I think are, you know, quite cool looking and also aesthetically pleasing. If you have other ones that you think are good, I would love to see them too. Like I always love checking out new planners to see if I want to update what I've been using. But so far the last 4 years I've been addicted to this Muji one. I think it's so great to make sure you plan out your week so your mind doesn't have to continuously think about like, oh my god, what do I have to do, and what else is like, am I missing something or whatnot. It kind of keeps you calm and not frantic, and I think that's the key to be able to efficiently work and not feel like you're just scrambling left and right all the time. Planning is so important, and I think it keeps you motivated and not dread what is to come, because you already know and you made sure that you have everything you need lined up and ready to go. Tip 3, make sure you have a designated workspace. If you have an extra room to make it into a makeshift home office, awesome. This is what I kind of did with this space here. It's really a guest room, but I also have my desk in here. Initially, I didn't have it really fully set up. Since I am 100% working from home now, I make sure to update everything to how I envision a good working space would look like. Ever since I've updated it, like adding the keyboard so that I can work comfortably, and my laptop giving it a stand so to elevate so I don't get neck pain, stuff like that has helped keep me motivated and be able and want to sit in front of my workspace. If you don't have that extra room space, you can use your dining table or even your kitchen counter. And I think the best way to go about that is make sure you clear out any random things. Keep it simple, keep it minimal so that you have space to lay out your work when you do need to. And when I was doing that and before I got my desk, I was working downstairs in on my dining table area. I make sure every night I packed everything up and stacked it nicely to the side so that when I am having dinner on my dining table, I'm not stressed over the mess created by my work, and I can kind of separate my time and know that this is now not work time and the day is coming to an end, so I should relax. Give yourself a habit of understanding when work ends. And the very last tip is to reflect, review, and plan for your next day. Reflect is kind of going back and looking at what you've accomplished. That if you completed it, check it off and give yourself a pat on the back. Sometimes little wins is what counts, and to stay content about your day. Not every day is going to be fireworks. That's just life. And take on and see what is like, okay, if there are some things that you didn't do that day, that's okay too. You can see what is still pending and move that into the next day and continue to keep yourself accountable. And last but not least, plan the next day. Make sure I plan it out, I list out what I need to do and go through it and add on anything that I might have missed, so I know next day when I sit down at my desk, I have everything laid out for me and ready to go. And that is it for today's video. I hope these tips will help you out while you work from home. 2020 just ended. We had a rough year. 2021 barely got like 5 days in yet. So know that nothing's going to change immediately, but what we can control is our attitude and our mindset. Focus on what you can change, and which is your own motivation and your own well-being. And I hope this video will get you motivated and get you going for 2021. And thank you again for watching, and see you guys in the next video.